Hi everyone, this is your favorite Dutchie, and I'm doing a new episode of my park Pleasure Planes. Today I'm just going to show you the parts that I added and probably tell you a bit of what I have in store for the next phase. And there's also a little announcement at the end. Some of you have already seen it, and I guess we'll just get started. Okay, so since the last time I added quite a bit here right behind Pharaoh's Revenge. We have Andromeda, which is the arcade of the park. And yes, I have gone full 80s Human League Wham Madonna style. There we are indeed in space, cosmic, orgasmic paradise. Take a chance, get any of the vouchers or coins here at the ticket booths. This is once again an actual functioning shop thanks to Silent Members mod. So here we go. If you don't have it yet, download it at our Discord server. Here we have a couple of machines. Some of them are pure eye candy, like this one. I think it was by Hydro. Then there are a couple of others. Sorry, forgot your name, but shout out to these creations because they just look amazing. I also like that they have even branded them. And then of course we have the in-game ones that are actually functional. With some hidden paths, people will walk up to these machines, play their games, ignore the others of course, but the ones that are in-game, they will be used. So we'll have a bit of traffic going on here. I particularly like the Chief Beef football kicker table, whatever you call it. And then we have a bit of a sort of a lounge area, if that's the right word for it. Then again, there's going to be a lot of foot traffic here, so I didn't make it detailed. There's just a couch to plop on, and that's it. Then we have the toilets, and of course, as always, I am using my favorite trick there, the colored panels right behind the windows. It just makes it look good. Also, let's just take a look at the lighting here. We've got a siren going on the ceiling, on the starry ceiling, giving you a bit of that 80s vibe, flashy lights, and of course all of the machines, they light up like a Christmas tree. Really is one of my favorite parts now in the park, and it's just nice to have it. And then there's the other side, bit of the same, but I can only imagine that in real life there will be more variation in the machines. There are a couple of in-game machines like this one, the chewing ball machine, chewing gum ball machine, fortune teller, and that's kind of it. However, if you were entering this as a child, a teenager, an old man, whatever, you'd just be excited to find out that there's another hall on the other side, so it just works, I guess. And this took me 3 days. It started like a really simple concrete building with those pillars, and then slowly started adding stuff. Went for a diagonal rooftop. This, of course, the globe here is supposed to spin. I really wish we could animate our own things in this game, but that's the reason why I put it in such a way that it doesn't read Andromeda from the front or precisely from the side. I just wanted to give the illusion that this is actually a spinning globe that of course looks dashing at night. Staying here in the midway fun, there's a whole area here dedicated to midways. The path diverges here in two paths. There's a little storage area in the middle. Of course, you can access them through these doors. I use these doors in the entire park, and they are colored in the go away green that Walt Disney used in his park. And it's just simple. It just works. There's a door on one side, there's a door on the other side, and really that's all there is to know. Because I figured that these midway games, these booths, they needed some space to store their crap, to store their prices and what have you not. So, you had to put it somewhere, so why not put it there? And let's look at them. I built these booths in, I think that was 2018, 2019. Here I very primitively. This was before TMTK. All of this stuff is in-game. And I just used a lot of the Christmas stuff and some of the, you know, the typical in-game stuff, and then there was a bit of the World's Fair. I don't know. It obviously these aren't prizes, but as with everything that isn't truly functional in the game, you just gotta use your imagination and make it look as attractive as possible from afar. The funny thing is, it is actually sort of functioning because there's just a Memento invisible shop right here. So people will walk up to it and, you know, they walk away with a silly hat or some toy or what have you not. And I guess that kind of creates the illusion that people are winning prizes. Something fishy is probably my favorite midway stall because it's just funny. It's humorous. I think I used a piece of cable here, cordless. Actually, it is a fishing rod, but it doesn't sit. What did I use for that? Right, the Q fence pole made by Hydro. So of course a lot of TMTK stuff in this one. However, the fish are made of are made of in-game art shapes, and you know, once again, from afar, it kind of works. There's one more unique booth because, of course, I got lazy and I just started copy-pasting, and that is Texas Ranger. This was the first I made. Sadly, not functional because these the shooting rounds, the targets, they only work in dark rides, and I think there's only 1 or 2 dark rides that actually utilize them, which I never used, but it looks very cool. Anyway, it works very well for this shooting game, and we'll just have to use our imagination once again, thinking that these things here are guns. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. I think I used the fireworks cylinder right here. Yeah, the tiny Roman firework. And then, of course, like I said, I got lazy, so I just copy-pasted. I said, you know what, who's going to notice? I'm only going to show this in a couple of screenshots and maybe a little video, and that'll be the end of it. However, it is still a very scenic looking little street. I absolutely am a sucker for string lights, and so it just really has its own, you know, kind of atmosphere. And then, of course, if you're Dutch, you must have one of these, Monsieur Frites. There we go. I kind of carved this one out here. Didn't know what to do with that corner, wasn't sure. It was too far away from the roller coaster, so I didn't know what to do with that part, and I just decided to put a little Frites booth. This one too is working, and yes, they actually sell Monsieur Frites. They're right here, 2 of the invisible shops, number 22 and 21. Currently not staffed, which is not such a good thing. I'm guessing, are you on your way? You are not. Well, you know what? Let's make you comfortable.
Oh!
Yeah, there you go. Okay. No? Fine. There is a lot of TMTK stuff in here. You wouldn't believe it. Alright, so first of all, there are the Coke vending machines. There's a coffee machine. There are cups, cupboards, some, 2 sinks, deep fryers, a fridge with beer bottles inside. That's right. These are separate items. A Japanese freezer for ice cream. And of course, Hydro's beautiful cash registers made by Mr. Hydro. Anyway, it works. I'm very happy with it. It's quirky, it's funny, and yeah, what more can you wish for? It's seriously, the invisible shops, they only work if you start a new park with them. You know, if you already have a park, don't install the mod, because it'll just fuck up your whole park. But it's a great addition for your new parks, because yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want a Frites booth, a fries booth that looks like this? What else is there? Let's see. 3 Peaks queue starts here. I actually made a sign for an older park So let's just pretend that Three Peaks is basically the equivalent of Six Flags, and Bob's your uncle. Now these two spots here, I actually thought in the beginning these are going to be the shittiest spots. You know, you're sitting in the smell of all frying oil, close to the garbage in the backstage, and then I thought, wait a second, the moment one of these roller coasters go by here, you actually have the best seats in the house. So not too shabby. There we go. The roller coaster. Naturally, let's take a look. This one is a bit of a veteran. I took it from park to park, never found a home for it. I'm guessing this is its very home right now. The idea here is that the backstage area on the left, sorry if I'm going too fast, here on the left will be divided. Not sure if it's going to be that big of a planter. Maybe I already painted it here. There's going to be a road in between connecting the areas, and then one road goes to the backstage part for Monsieur Fritz, and I'm guessing a maintenance shed or staff buildings, I don't know, something functional, something ugly. And then we have the coaster, and I'm guessing that the rest here will be parking space, parking lots. So we'll have to see how that pans out. What more is there to tell you? Let's see, the roller coaster. I mean, I'm going to do a proper on-ride once there's more to see here. But it's one of the roller coasters that I built myself, and for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know I suck at coasters, but this one's actually great. It's very smooth, it has amazing stats, even though the in-game stats don't mean that much, and I'm just very happy with it. It's a Eurofighter, it's a Gerstlauer Infinity Eurofighter. I don't know if that's the same thing, by the way. I have no idea what I'm saying. I don't know anything about coasters, but it looks good. What else are we going to do here? I have no idea as of yet. The only thing that is absolutely etched in stone is the road, is the path going to the left here. I built this very snazzy looking bridge. Pretty lightweight and only 85 pieces, but it works, it does the trick, and there's still enough detail to make you walk under it and think, oh, you know, this could be legit. Used very simple fencing pieces here just to kind of, I don't know, for someone to jump on someone's shoulders and then stick their hands through the tracks or something. You never know. And that's about it. It's pretty simple. The train comes from the other side, probably this way, but I'm also inclined right now to make the train curve to the right. Maybe. So that I'm going to make it kind of turn here and then turn to the left, kind of create this sort of a bay here, and then go back to a more circular route. Whatever happens, whether the track goes to the left or to the right, this part will be a dead end. So I will add the Dodgem cars here because I just feel like they really match this zone. And then there's going to be the challenge of connecting the roller coaster station, and because you've been walking so far already without a restaurant or a bathroom, I guess I would need to build something here. Like I said, I have no idea as of yet, but we'll get there. What else is there to tell you? Well, not much, to be honest. Here on the left side, of course, there's going to be more. I don't know in what direction the park is going to develop there. I think I'll just kind of build my way towards it counterclockwise. Try to avoid making this park too circular or too symmetrical. And then we'll just see. I have no idea yet where I'll put the Odeon Theater. One thing that is for sure is that the three drop towers will remain in place, and for the rest we'll just have to see. There's going to be a lake, there's going to be a boat ride, there's going to be more coasters, and like I said, this is going to be a long-term project, and I try not to get too burned out on small little details. I do like the backstage areas. I still think they add a lot of life and realism. So if you're building your park, don't forget about those. You know, you don't need much there, and obviously this already looks way too clean. Just make sure that every now and then you have a way for either the car or the people to get there. So in this case, I should probably think of turning this into a gate, although I don't know how right now, because it needs to be big enough for... Yeah, can we do that? It's gonna be tight, right? Probably not. Well, then it will just have to come from this side, so it means it'll have to drive around. Anyway, back on topic, backstage areas, don't forget about them. Also, these fences, I'll just plop them down in the entire park. It just works. It's kind of quirky, Yankee, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel it works. Oh, one more backstage area right here. There's a retainer wall, because otherwise, clearly, with that beautiful berm going all the way down, this is going to be grass right here, that would be impossible. And you don't want to have any accidents, like an avalanche. So I built a retainer wall. And it just kind of starts like that, then goes a bit over the edge almost right there, and I guess it's kind of organic. And then you have a very small backstage area. There's a door on this side, and there's a door on the other side. There you go. Bit of riffraff. Beautiful little, what do you call them? Golf cart, utility vehicle. You can find this on the workshop. It's just one item. I think it's only 3 or 4 megabytes, so it's not too heavy. And again, it's just one of these little details, you know, it just works. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and here's the announcement for Saturday. Bye bye!